All right, metalheads, this is DJ REM, the Crush Beyond Dust Show on Metal Devastation Radio, and I have Jaron from the band MACH 22 on the line. How you doing, brother?
All right, man. How about yourself?
I am doing very well. So let's start, if you don't mind, by introducing yourself and the members of the band that are not with us tonight.
All right. Well, my name is Jaron Galino. I play bass in MACH 22. Those who are not with us would be Lamont Caldwell, he leads vocals, Damian Monte Carlo on drums and vocals as well, Ted Merrill on lead guitar, and last but not least, of course, is Sebastian LaBar on leads as well. And he is no stranger. He is the son of Jeff LaBar from Cinderella. So, yeah, man, it's a shame nobody else could be around. I try to get some people on the line, but everybody's got crazy schedules lately, so...
Yeah, I hear you, man. And you mentioned one of the other guys might call in, so just let everybody know listening that, you know, we may have a little delay. If was it the singer you said was going to be calling in, possibly?
Yep, Lamont. I hit him up and let him know. I gave him the number, so
okay,
well, he'll be chiming in.
If he calls in, we'll get him on air as well. That'd be cool.
Cool.
So, also, before I forget, I want to give a big shout-out to Scott from Clawhammer for hooking me up with you guys. He sent your album to me, and I previewed it, and I hit him back, and I'm like, let's do an interview, please. These guys rock. So.
Oh, right on. Nice, man. Yeah, Scott's the man. I've been working with him on a couple different albums over the past couple of years, and man, he really delivers. Definitely got to give it up to him.
Yeah, very cool. He has done me very well, so I totally agree. So, how long has MACH 22 been together as a band?
Oh, man, this lineup, a year, believe it or not. But Lamont's been doing this band. It's been his side baby for, well, I guess his main baby for almost 10 years. I know he's been really, really, really working on it for about the last 5 as far as being out live with the lineup and just trying to really hit it on the head. But, yeah, this last lineup came together right around this time last year, and we just kind of started playing live, and as soon as we were, tight, we decided to go down and record some music, man. It's the best way to get started and get something going.
So what is going on with the band right now? Do you guys have any live shows coming up?
Yeah, right now we're about a couple weeks out of our CD release, Sweet Talk Intervention. It comes out May 6th. As soon as that's out, we do a CD release show on the 17th of May in Philly, and then we hit the road straight from there to head out to Rocklahoma. We're going about, I think we're doing like 7 or 8 shows within the 10 days or so. Yeah, man, we're pumped. With the album out, we played like crazy last year, and we didn't have anything to sell, and now we have the album, so it's like we're just going to keep playing like crazy, keep trying, and get the word out, and things are working, man. We're all really excited.
Very cool. Well, what stage are you guys playing at Rocklahoma?
Good question. I know we're playing Sunday, and as far as the stage, I know the guy, our promoter is Sam, I believe. Oh, man, I forget which one. Maybe Aesthetic?
Oh, it's all cool, man. Well, if when you go through the... Oh, I don't know what they call it. The press area, I guess, where...
Oh, retrospect stage, that's where...
Oh, okay. Very cool. Well, when you go through the area where radio stations are set up to interviewing and stuff, look for some friends of mine from a station called Rock Addict Radio. Tell them I said hi if you run into them. Will do, man. Absolutely. Because that would be a good interview for you guys to get on if you go through there.
Cool, yeah. I think Scott actually put me in touch with them at some point, whether it was sending me disc or email. Name sounds very familiar.
Yep, very good. Okay, so how often do you guys get together and practice with this lineup?
Oh, man, we get together 3 days a week. We do Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. Full rehearsals. I mean, we do everything between jamming new stuff and running the set and trying to figure out a better way to do the set. And a bunch of us, are pretty local to each other, so we're always hanging and doing stuff regardless,
It's very good. So you have a good regimen going, eh? Sounds good.
Oh, yeah. Work.
Come on. There's no work being in a band. Come on.
Nah, it's all fun, man.
It's all drinking beer and women.
Yeah, exactly.
The
dream.
yeah. So, where do you guys practice at? Do you have like some designated practice space somewhere?
Yeah, we have a studio up in like right outside of Philadelphia in Upper Darby. Belongs to our guitarist Sebastian, and yeah, man, the room is just crammed full of gear. You know, just stacks everywhere. You know, stuff we're not even using. It's just like you walk into a war zone. You know, wood chips from drumsticks, picks everywhere. You know, it's totally a typical jam room.
Very cool. So this question's for you. What got you into music? What kind of influences have you had in your life growing up and even today that keep you and got you into something like this?
Oh man, well, starting young. I mean, my dad just always was blasting good rock and metal and all sorts of good stuff. Bands like Deep Purple, Van Halen. Those were like my first two big ones. And then as I got older, I never really wanted to play. I was super into skateboarding as I was younger, and of course, you know, skateboarding has all this crazy metal and punk and stuff going on in the videos. So music was always around, and I would see shows. And like by the time I got to like 14 or 15, I just started thinking like, why not? Why don't I just start pick something up? And my dad had actually played back in like the 70s. I got one of his basses out and started plucking away at it, and been doing it ever since, man. Driven, just love it.
Hey, very good. Hey, and actually, I have a question for you, not from me. It's actually from Scott. He asked me to ask you about the official video for "Go Ahead" that was released a while back.
Yeah, it's out right now. You can find it on YouTube, the Mach 22 YouTube page. Filmed it on the roof of our space in Upper Darby, PA. Yeah, I mean, we started shooting it. I think it was last June. We shot all the performance, and then the following day we shot a whole storyline behind it, and it ended up being no good. And we literally had to wait like 3 or 4 months. I think we finished it in like October or something crazy, and did all the scenes there, and finally came together. And I forget when it was done, but we just put it out not too long ago. But yeah, it was a lot of work, man. It came out great. Joe Green did all the production and filming. He did a killer job. He's known for like hip hop stuff, but I have a mutual friend, and he hooked me up with him and knocked it out of the park, man.
Very cool. And I have not seen that yet, so I know what I'll be doing tonight after my show.
Oh, absolutely, man. Check it out.
Definitely have to check that out. So
should be having a follow up to that. Hopefully, after Rock Home, we'll probably get cracking on that. Maybe do another single with the video.
Very cool. So let's go back to the new album for a minute here. So Sweet Talk Intervention. How long did it take you from the beginning of the writing process to actually getting to the studio? How long did that whole process take you guys?
Yeah, it's a tough one to answer because when I joined the band, we had about, I think the set they were doing was like 8 or 9 songs, and like 3 or so of them, after that first show we did together as the lineup, we stopped playing altogether. So I think we wrote maybe a few, and we went down to Nashville to record with Jeff LaBar, with his guy Ronnie Honeycutt down there, and we were intending on doing, it had to have been maybe like 6 or 7 songs, and we were just going to do an EP. And then all of a sudden, you know, we blasted through all the drum tracks and just had so much time left. We're like, well, why don't we do some of the older songs that they had previously recorded with the lineup before? And like, yeah, why not? So that would be Don't You Give Me, I'm Just a Man, and Stone Rose. And yeah, we just put a fresh spin on it. I mean, didn't really do much different on those tracks in particular, but just wanted to, you know, get them on the full length. You know, we had the time, and I think the whole process only took about 7 days to record. So I would say probably like 3 months tops, not even.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
Oh, yeah, so I mean, we definitely wrote a few and headed down, and it's hard to say, man. It was pretty wild that it happened so fast, and then we sat on it for so long. It's like all blur.
So, what studio did you use?
We used Dragon Sound Studio, out in the middle of think it was, it was definitely Nashville. It was on the outskirts, Goodlettsville or something crazy like that. This guy, Ronnie Honeycutt, he was the original singer for Jackal before Jesse, and he's got this crazy compound, man. He's got this house up on this hill across from Garth Brooks Ranch, and it's just like a barn on his yard. He's got this crazy driveway, man. It was like driving through fucking Nam. And he gets to the top of the hill, he's got this barn, and he's just got this killer studio in there, all great gear, totally awesome rooms to hang out in, and we just cranked it out, man. Like, every day just went really smooth. I don't know how, it was just surreal, and we just knocked it out, and by the time we were done, it was like, all right, now you have extra time, and we weren't even supposed to have any extra time whatsoever. Like, what do we do? So, just really took our time on the last day and touched things up and said our goodbyes, and sure enough, it was good to go.
Yeah, and I've listened to the whole thing, and it sounds amazing. You all did a great job. So good deal.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, it sounds great. How did you guys come up with the name for the band? Where does Mach 22 come from?
That was all Lamont many years ago. I think he was saying, I get the story mixed up every time because it's just like he was thinking of a name forever. He couldn't come up with something, and then he was, wherever he was, the moment he came up with it, it was something Mach was in front of him, like some kind of commercial or something, and then the number 22 just appeared, and he just kind of like threw it together out of nowhere, and it's a shame because that's more of a question for him, but
right.
It was totally random. I just remember him telling me, so by chance it came out and kind of stuck.
I'm curious if you got the Mach from one of those stupid Razor commercials.
No, definitely not. More like he's in the cars and stuff, so I'm sure it was more
Gotcha.
like something like that.
Well, you always wonder.
Oh, yeah, you never know.
So where is a good place for people to find out more about Mach 22? What websites and social networking do you guys use?
Of course, Facebook, we do Reverb Nation, all that stuff. We're going to be featuring around iTunes and all the digital outlets as well. Most importantly, though, Mach22music.com. That's going to be where you can get all the updated shows, info. The album will be available on there, merch, the whole bit.
So what do you guys have for merch right now? You got like T-shirts and hats and stuff, or?
Shirts. Actually waiting for them to come in. We got a couple of tour shirts for the Rocklahoma dates, which I'm sure we'll have them on the site as well. And I think maybe like 3 T-shirts. We have the CD up there, some posters.
Nice.
We have pics and all that, silly stuff as well if you really want it.
Very good. Okay, people, if you're tuned in and you like these guys, you have to like these guys. You need to go buy some merch, buy their CD, help support the band. Costs a lot of money for what these guys do and for them to get out there. So support them.
Absolutely.
There's my plug for you.
The pre-order should be up pretty soon on the site, so I think within the week, all the pre-order info will be on there. And like I said, anybody that doesn't want the physical copies, iTunes, all that good stuff.
Yep, very cool. Okay, so here's a question for you.
Uh-huh.
If I grabbed your iPod or MP3 player, or however you like to listen to music, record player, what would I find you listening to right now?
Oh, man, new KXM album with George Lynch, Just 10 Acres Year. Killer, man. I'm a huge Lynch freak. Aside from that, I'm a huge Glenn Hughes freak. So, 2 completely different worlds, really, but not even that much. But I've been cranking those. Pretty much I'm always playing something with Lynch. I got a 6 CD changer in my car. I've never taken Wicked Sensation out for, I don't want to say, since I've started driving, 7-8 years ago. And, I always have something with Glenn Hughes on it, whether it's Deep Purple or solo stuff, which I'm really into. Always something new, I got a new Sebastian Bach yesterday and the new Winger, both pretty solid. So I try to get around and check different stuff out. Rick James, you name it.
You're the second band member from different band in a week that's mentioned the new Winger CD. Is it pretty good?
Yeah. There's a bunch of tracks that are pretty cool. I just got through the whole thing today, and it starts off really heavy. There's definitely some cool hooks. I'm super into guitar player, so here in Red Beach. It's just always a treat. But yeah, it was solid. I mean, no complaints.
Very cool. So, how would you guys define success for the band? Where do you guys hope to be in a couple years?
Oh man, well, sky's the limit for sure. But I mean, for me personally, I mean, I do it for fun, man. If money comes, that's great. But I'm never gonna stop just because there's no money in it. I just like showing up to the rehearsal space and plugging in and feeling the rumble in my instrument. So for me, already doing well. People want to see a show. That's success to me. I'll play to one person. I'll play to, however many. People want the disc. They love the disc. Merch. If things are selling, man, I mean, how can that not be success? If the word's getting out, if it's good, things will come, and that's what we're really working at. And the reviews are coming in. It's all looking pretty good. So I was just trying to stay on track, man. And, hopefully things snowball.
Definitely. Well, I wish you guys the best of luck. What's the biggest crowd you guys have played for so far?
Right before I joined the band, they did the show with Slash down in Atlantic City, New Jersey, and I'm not sure what the attendance was. I think it was over 2,000 easily.
That's cool. Yeah,
that was pretty cool. And they did the Made in America Festival, which is Jay-Z's event, the first one in Philly. I think that was not last year, but the year before, and I think there was like 75,000 people or something altogether there. Multiple stages, obviously. But,
right.
Yeah, man. I mean, definitely some pretty nice audiences, not just bars and all that good stuff.
Yep. Very good. So, what do you guys do to relax when you're not practicing and playing music? You got any crazy hobbies or anything you like to do?
Well, put it this way, man. My day job, I run a restaurant, so. I'm on my feet all day long. I come home, take a shower, I head right out to rehearsal. Relaxing for me is driving in the car, sitting in traffic, whatever it may be, or coming home with my girl. I just like to be as busy as possible. I'm kind of like a hypermaniac person, but some of the other guys, man, they just hang out, go out for the weekend, drink, see a show, whatever. Whenever you're not busy, you find something to do.
Yep. Sounds like music's pretty much your relaxation.
Yeah, absolutely, man. You go home, you crank some tunes, you zone out, throw some headphones in, plays whatever it may be, and just kind of enjoy it. Music is your world when you're a musician. Really, it feels like.
Right. It's also your world if you're a DJ or just a music lover like me. That's
exactly.
That's the world. Aside from family and stuff,
Yeah, I mean, family becomes a part of all of it. It's like you go home and crank some tunes. Second nature, and family's a part of it,
Right. So what's the craziest thing that's ever happened to you at a live show you've done? And it doesn't have to be a bad thing.
Oh, man, I couldn't even answer that. I mean, I've thrown up a few times on stage mid bass riff. I used to play in this band. BSON, was like a death metal band when I was younger, and there was a part in this song where the whole band cuts out and it's just like this bass riff. And we were in New Orleans. I'll never forget it. I was just getting ready for this part to come up, and all of a sudden I just felt like super nauseous and just started yakking, but didn't miss a beat somehow. Threw up all over the place, all over the amps. It was a disaster. I'm sure there's something crazier than that. I just can't really think off the top of my head right now.
That's good, man. That's a story obviously you'll never forget. So.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so now I'm going to ask you the very most important question of the interview.
Sure.
Which one of you guys in the band spends the most time in front of a mirror before you go on stage?
I'm going to kill me for saying it. It's probably Damien, our drummer. Definitely. Nah, maybe not. I don't know.
Nah, we'll go with the drummer. I like it. That works.
Yeah, of course. He's got the most style.
That's right. Is there anything else you would like to tell the listeners tuned in, or people that are going to listen to this once it's on YouTube? Anything I haven't asked you about Mach 22 you want to make sure people know?
Oh man, you should just know that the album's coming out May 6th. We're going to be playing like crazy all throughout the summer. My ultimate goal personally with the band is hopefully we'll get in and maybe by the end of the summer, start cranking out some tunes for, a quick follow-up, an EP or something real quick. We've been sitting on these songs a long time for this album, for Sweet Talk Intervention, and we already have an arsenal of tracks ready to be recorded. So, we're going to hit it pretty freaking hard and catch us live, man. We're going to try to get everywhere we can. Michigan area, hopefully later this summer. We're doing some talks right now and trying to get out west to LA. Anybody that hasn't seen us, check us out. The Go Ahead video on YouTube, Mach22music.com. It's all there. We're just going to keep going, man. There's no reason to stop right now.
Very good. Well, I wish you guys the best of luck. I hope you guys have a great time at Rocklahoma.
Thank you.
So that should be a great party / gig for you guys. So definitely.
Yeah, man. Well, Spencer, I appreciate it, man.
Yeah. So thanks again for taking the time to call in. Just so you know, I have like three tracks at least queued up that we're going to play from the album. And I also want to remind people that maybe the album isn't out yet, but if you come and tune in to my show or come to MetalDevastationRadio.com and request Mach 22, and guess what? We'll play them for you. So,
right on, nice, man.
One more way to hear the band. So, okay, well, thanks again. I appreciate it. And you have it. Make sure you tell everybody in the band I said hello, please.
Absolutely will, man. Not a problem.
All right, you have a good night. Take care.
All right, man. You too. Later.
Yep, bye.
Tricks and try to slap back.